I refused to support my wife's side hustle because she wouldn't tell me what it was. Last Thursday, I got home from work around 6 and our daughter Mia was already asleep. Everything seemed normal until my wife Lisa came into the living room with this weird, excited energy. She sat down next to me on the couch and said she wanted to start a side hustle. She asked if she had my full support. Simple question, right? Except when I asked what the side hustle was, she completely dodged it. She said I needed to give her a yes or no answer before she'd share any details. I thought she was joking at first. Like, obviously I need to know what I'm supporting before I agree to it. That's just common sense. But she kept insisting. Just say yes or no. Do you support me or not? I told her again that I wanted to know more about what she was planning before giving my approval. That's when she got emotional. She asked if she'd ever made poor decisions in the past. And honestly, no. Her last side project was selling custom planners online and she made like $3,000 in 6 months. So she had a good track record. But then she said something that really threw me off. She said that me asking for details showed that my love for her was conditional. That if I really loved her, I'd support her no matter what without needing to know anything. I tried explaining that unconditional love and making smart financial decisions are two completely different things. Like, I love her no matter what, but that doesn't mean I'm going to blindly agree to something that might affect our family without knowing what it is first. She got more upset and said I was treating her like a child who needed permission. I explained that's not what I was doing at all. I just wanted to have a conversation about it like adults do. We make decisions together. That's how marriage works. But she shut down completely. Wouldn't talk to me the rest of the night. Just went to bed early without saying anything else. The next morning was super awkward. She barely looked at me during breakfast. I tried bringing it up again and she said forget it. If I didn't trust her enough to support her dreams, then there was no point in telling me anything. For the next 3 days, it was like living with a stranger. Short answers, cold shoulder, the whole deal. Then on Monday, her friend Rachel came over. I was in the garage organizing tools when I heard them talking in the kitchen. Rachel was asking about the side hustle and whether I'd agreed to it yet. That's when I heard what it actually was. Lisa wanted to become a feet content creator, like posting pictures of her feet online for money. On one of those subscription platforms where people pay monthly to see your content. She'd been researching it for weeks, and apparently there's serious money in it. Some people make thousands a month just posting foot pictures. Rachel was all encouraging, saying it was easy money and totally normal now. I stood there in the garage absolutely frozen. This whole time I'm thinking maybe she wants to start a baking business or sell crafts or something normal, but no. Feet pictures for strangers on the internet. And the reason she didn't want to tell me was because she knew I'd have questions about it, which yeah, I definitely would have. Not because I'm controlling, but because that's a pretty big thing to just spring on someone. I walked into the kitchen and asked if we could talk. Lisa's face went red when she realized I'd heard everything. Rachel made some excuse and left real quick. We had the actual conversation that should have happened from the start. I told her I wasn't saying no, but I had concerns. Like, what if someone we know finds her account? What about her professional reputation? She works in education. What if parents at Mia's school somehow found out? These were legitimate questions that deserved discussion. Lisa admitted she hadn't thought through any of that. She'd just seen the money and got excited. We talked for like 2 hours about all the potential issues. In the end, she decided it wasn't worth the risk. Not because I said no, but because when she actually talked through it out loud, she realized it could cause problems she hadn't considered. The whole thing could have been avoided if she'd just told me from the start instead of making it this big test of my love and support.